start.
All right.
Welcome, everybody, to the Final Score. I'm your host, Nicholas Marcinov, and today we will be making our NFL Week 3 predictions. Like I said, my name is Nicholas Marcinov. I am joined by four awesome dudes. We have Tanner. Say what's up, Tanner.
What's up, everybody? We in last place, but hopefully not for longer.
Hey, we have Mr. Ben. Hello, Ben.
What's up?
We have Chris. How you doing, Chris?
Not good.
Sounds good. And then we have DJ. What's up, DJ?
2-0, baby. Raiders going to the Super Bowl already.
Book it. And then, just because he's in chat already, you guys have not met our wonderful mod, Halo Gamer. Hello, Halo. Thank you so much for coming out. So if you guys want Halo to say anything, he's going to be joining us for probably most of the stream. He's a great guy. Okay, well, if you guys are brand new to the live stream or the prediction show, this is a journey to the jersey where I am challenging everybody to beat me in NFL predictions. If they can beat me, they will win a jersey of their choice. Doesn't matter the brand, doesn't matter the team. It is theirs. So let's take a look at the current rankings. So this is the current rankings. Going from left to right is first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. The first column is our weekly ratings, and then the second column is our overall ratings. And Ben is in a commanding lead with 23-9. He hasn't even hit double-digit losses yet. So very interesting. He's somebody to keep an eye out on. Do you guys have anything to say about this?
For you, Ben. You know, I wish sports gambling was legal in California because I would be making some cash on a couple parlays.
Honestly, why the turnaround from last season to this season for Ben? I feel like we should definitely give out a comeback player of the year award for this is maintained because Ben really battled through it last season and got up, and now he's like taking a full-on reformation.
Y'all laughed at me.
He was last for the longest time, and then he was in it till the very end. But same with Tanner. He was in the dead last also for a good chunk of the time, and then he bounced back to win it all.
We got to watch out for Tanner.
Yeah, we got to watch out for Tanner. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into the picks. Starting off with the Thursday night game, it is the Carolina Panthers taking on the Houston Texans. And I forgot who I have breaking this down. I believe it's Chris.
Yep.
So, Chris, why don't you go ahead and break down this matchup for us?
So we got the Panthers who, sorry, Nick, demolished the Saints last week. And then we got the Texans. Who did the Texans play? I kind of forgot. I'm having a brain dead moment right now. They play.
The Texans played the Browns.
Browns. Okay, well, Browns. They're a solid team. They're looking out to be one of the top teams in the league this season. If everybody stays healthy, I think somebody told me that OBJ is out, but we're not talking about them just yet. The Panthers obviously are the favorite here because the Texans are not looking so hot. They got Tyrod Taylor, man of the helm, and he's doing okay. But I don't know about friggin' what's his name, Sam Arnold winning the helm this week. I honestly think that the Texans are going to take it this week. They're going to have a bounce back week from going from a good, solid Browns team to going to kind of a sneaky good Panthers team.
Okay.
So Texans.
You're going Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on it. I like the pick. That's good. That's a good.
I'm going with Ben and saying don't doubt the Texans this week.
Okay. Well, now I want to hear Ben's response. Are you doing the same thing, Ben?
No, that'd be stupid. Have you seen the Panthers, bro? They have I think they have the least amount of points allowed against them in the first 2 weeks. and Tyrod Taylor's out with an injury, so you're going to get some backup jabroni who looked ridiculous in the preseason. I was going to pick the Texans until Tyrod Taylor's out. I'm not picking the Texans. No way. Give me the Panthers.
Okay.
Sorry, Chris.
I kind of dropped the ball. I forgot that Tyrod Taylor was out.
You can still change your pick.
No, we can't. No, we can't. No, we can't.
Chris?
I'm making a ruling.
Yeah, you're not the host.
Yes, I would like to change my pick since I forgot that Tyrod Taylor was out.
All right. So 2 for the Panthers. I'll go
Texans.
Really, Ben?
No. Let's do it.
Halo's actually saying Panthers.
This year,
Oh, he said Lions.
He said Lion first, but
now
he said Panthers.
Yeah, okay.
I'm also going Panthers. This should be easy. It's not even Tyrod Taylor at quarterback, so give me Sam Darnold and the Panthers. Tanner.
Look, with this game coming up, I just failed my last statistics test, I guess, but we're going to talk about some statistics. Right now, Panthers are favored 62.9% against the Texans. Now, I know we made the rule before that we can't change, but we'll talk about that later. That's going to come out later. But I'm going to go with the Panthers because I feel that 63% is a pretty good number to bet on.
Okay. And then finally, we have DJ. What's your take?
You know what? With Tyrod Taylor, I like the Texans. They've been playing pretty stout against, both their opponents in the last 2 weeks. But a huge resurgence of Sam Darnold, looking like how everyone predicted early on in his career, but with the Jets. And so I think the new scenery is really clicking for him, especially with surrounding casts like Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore. So I got to go with the San Clemente boy since I'm from San Clemente, and I had so many weeks of dogging him with his old team with the Jets. So now with the Panthers, I'm all in. Sammy D, I'm going Panthers.
All right, so that's a Panther clean sweep. Those are very dangerous in this group of guys. All right, well then.
It's probably wrong, and the Texans just come back for no reason.
Say that again?
I said, watch us all be wrong, and the Texans somehow come back just to win it all.
I would not be surprised, man. I don't want to keep on losing like this. Like last week was a heartbreaker with the Saints and everything, and we'll talk about that whenever the Patriots game comes up, but what a heartbreaker. All right, so that will do it for this round. We are going to be moving on to our next matchup. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. And I forgot to mention the records. The Colts are 0-2 and the Titans are 1-1. The Panthers were 2-0 and the Texans were 1-1. All right, DJ, go ahead and break down this game for us.
All right, everybody. I got to say that I really do like this matchup. The Colts and the Titans, both division rivals, both teams having some slow starts in week 1, but really fighting in their second week. The Titans against the Seahawks coming back from a big deficit early on in the game to come and trump the Seahawks late in the game, I think in overtime, which was a pretty exciting game to watch. And then the Colts staying with the Rams, and most of the game, or actually the entire game against the Rams at SoFi, which was pretty crazy. Or actually, I'm sorry, it was at the Colts home field. But I gotta say, with the Titans having the amount of talent offensively and with a decent defense on the other end of that, they're looking like a really competitive team. However, with the Colts, I gotta say, their defense didn't look as great, as as they were predicted to be early on in the season. However, both teams for the Colts and the Rams were really, going back and forth to where it's really a toss-up, I think, on this one. However, a big fact on this game is that the Colts are unsure if Carson Wentz is going to play this Sunday. He went down with a rolled ankle or something with a hurt ankle in that game against the Rams this past Sunday. He did not practice today. However, I know the Colts are hopeful that he will be there on Sunday. However, it is up in the air because he did not practice today. With that being said, even though I really like the matchup, and the Colts may or may not be without their QB, I'm going the Titans, man. I like the Titans. I think that Julio Jones, he had a big game, 100-plus receiving yards last week. Derrick Henry, he had almost 200 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns, So the ball's starting to roll again with the Titans offensively, and I think if the offense holds up their end of the bargain, that they'll be able to stop the Colts from getting a dub.
All right, and our wonderful moderator is going with you. He says, "I go Titans." Chris, who's your pick?
Okay, so we got a poopy team in the Colts, who I picked week 1. Sadly, they didn't win. Oh well. But the Titans last week, Derrick Henry, I think, went off and had himself a game. I think if I read right somewhere, he had like 200-plus rushing yards. I don't remember if that's correct or anything. My mind's a little foggy right now.
Almost 2, like a 198, I think it was. But he did have 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, so that's looking pretty good. The Titans, they had a shaky first week, but they're looking pretty solid right now. I think I'm going to go with the Titans. The Colts can't seem to find their grip on anything right now, so I think they're going to be one of the few teams that are going to go 0-3.
Okay, Ben.
I just want to say that Carson Wentz didn't just hurt one ankle; he sprained both ankles.
Oh, damn!
I don't think that fool was playing, and the Colts are having some trouble. So give me the Titans. Even though the Titans, they've been playing pretty shaky. They easily could have lost that game against the Seahawks, but they are playing in Tennessee. So give me Titans.
You know what? I think this is going to be another sweep to start off the video. I'm also going Titans. Tanner?
I'm going Titans too, man. I've been very, very disappointed in the performance of the Colts. I know that a lot last season. I kind of went against them a little bit, and then my buddy who's a Colts fan started saying, "Hey, bro, you're going to start winning more. You're going to get +1 every time you pick the Colts." And you know what? He ended up being right on a lot of those picks. But now that I've picked the Colts twice, and they've lost, and now that you got down and out not playing, not going to happen. Give me the Titans.
Fair enough. All right. Well, those are the picks. Let me just go ahead and put our faces back in order, and then we will go into the next round of stuff. So say goodbye to the Colts. Goodbye, Titans. Oh, this game's awful. It is the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Giants. And who's talking about this one? Ben. Oh, you get this wonderful game. Go ahead. Take it away.
I don't know how I'm stuck talking about the Giants again, but here we are. Man, if there was a game on the schedule that could be summarized by a picture of a dumpster on fire, it would be this game. You have the Giants and the Falcons, both 0-2, for a combined 0-4. And they're going up against each other in the Meadowlands. I don't know what to say about this game. This is awful garbage. I don't care about this game. I don't want to watch this game. It's just going to be a bigger, who's going to suck less on Sunday. And you know what? The Giants, they had a nice showing against Washington. But the Giants are booty against seeming everybody who's not Washington. So, I'm going with the Falcons on this one. The Falcons got slapped hard in the first 2 weeks. Harder than the Giants got slapped. But I think this is a bounce-back game. I think Matt Ryan's going to air it out. And it's going to be ugly and gross and disgusting. But the Falcons are going to come out just a little cleaner.
I am going to have to disagree with you. I'm going Giants, but I completely agree with you on the fact that this is a booty game. Like, I don't have any interest in watching this. I am borderline about to say it's a tie because I feel like both teams are bad enough that there will be no winner. But give me the Giants. They almost won against the football team had it not been for that late penalty. And then the Atlanta Falcons scored a whole bunch of points on the Buccaneers, but that was all in garbage time. So give me the Giants to, I don't know, they're at home. Kick a field goal for the win. Tanner?
We can't hear you, Tanner.
Oh, how about that? They're trying to take me off the air already. Listen, I want to ask Ben a question. What do you mean by air it out?
I think Matt Ryan's going to have some long throwing plays. I think he's going to use his arm. It's not going to be like a big run game kind of deal. Like, you remember last year, Falcons and Lions? That was a big old shootout. I think he's going to air it out on Sunday.
Okay. Because for those that know, air it out is a very different term away from football. It has to do with shooting. So I just wanted to understand what term you were talking about when you say you're going to air it out.
I'm not familiar with this other phrase.
It means you're going to shoot up something. But anyway, I didn't know if we had to put someone on a watch list or something, but I didn't know if you had the inside scoop or something. I just wanted to just be sure about that, all right?
No, I was talking football.
Oh, you're talking football. Okay,
Talking ball.
Just wanted to be sure.
Mm-hmm.
But give me Giants. Giants favorite 63%. I might just take this clip off saying that I'm picking the Giants because I don't want anyone to know I picked the Giants, but I'm picking the Giants.
Got it. In fact, here you go, Tanner. You can't see it, but on the live stream, I took off your photo, but we know.
I can see the live stream. I have the live stream.
DJ.
Yeah, I feel like this is just a game for both of these crappy teams to take it out on each other and see which team could ball out more. It's kind of like two college teams playing against each other. Like, hey, who could throw the deepest pass? Who can make the longest run? Kind of deal, And it could be anybody. But for me, I like the Giants a little bit more than I like the Falcons, and just because, gosh, the Falcons just look really bad. The Giants will look much better, but they show a little bit more promise, I feel like, especially with the dynamic playmaker like Saquon. So if you have Saquon Barkley in your fantasy team, I think this is the week that he goes off and the week that the Giants get a win. So Giants for me.
All right, and Chris?
Look, Ben was accurate with the dumpster fire. You got a dumpster fire team versus a dumpster fire team. I used that phrase last season, which is basically what we got here. Falcons look like doo-doo. Giants look like doo-doo. But Giants look a little bit less like a steaming pile, so I'm going to go with the Giants.
All right, so Ben is either incredibly smart by being the only one to pick the Falcons, or he will lose a point.
He's got big brain moves. Big brain moves right now.
You are not picking the Giants.
Nope.
That's
taking
right.
the Falcons, man.
Did I miss?
That's how I get in first place. I don't know what's happening anymore. Next game.
All right, so there goes the 0-2 Falcons versus the 0-2 Giants. Next up, we are taking on the 1-1 Los Angeles Chargers, heading over to the 1-1 Kansas City Chiefs. And who do I have breaking down this game? Tanner, take it away.
So listen, 1-1. Interesting games last week for the Chargers and Chiefs. I think we can both agree with that. I'm going to give the breakdown first, and then I'm going to give the percentage at the end, so you guys can make up your own mind for it. But basically, so here's what we got so far. We got Patrick Mahomes. He's 51 for 67 right now in terms of passing and completions. He's got 680 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 1 interception so far starting out. You got Justin Herbert at 62 to 88 completions, 675 yards. So between Mahomes and Justin Herbert, there's a 5-yard difference. So between those two kind of players, that's, not saying Justin Herbert's bad, but I think Patrick Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And for them to only be off of a difference of 5 yards, maybe could say something about Patrick Mahomes. But again, it's too early to call. about it. Chargers were coming off a BS loss last week against the Cowboys. I think we can all agree with that. I want to see some paychecks. I want to see some pay stubs. I want to see if the referees, they maybe got like a little Cowboys flag like right on their dash or something. I don't know, man. That was just smelly. That was smelly like a fish. And Chiefs also coming off a loss, heartbreaking loss, 35-36, but that was a game. But the Chiefs right now, predicted according to ESPN, are favored to win 72.8% against the Chargers. If this was any time, I'm just gonna go with the Chiefs. I like the Chargers. Chargers always have a special place in my heart, but against the Chiefs, I just don't think they're gonna do it.
Okay, DJ.
I love everything that you said about the comparison between Mahomes and also Herbert, because I think that's a huge part of this game. Because for one, it's a rivalry. Two, you got two stud quarterbacks, to where I think that's a big stat to really think about. Because honestly, if you watch the Chiefs and Ravens game last week, like, the Chiefs didn't do squat on defense. I mean, granted, Lamar Jackson was running around in circles around their defense because it was Lamar Jackson, but still. But, my hate for both of these teams, because they're AFC West rivals for me with the Raiders, it's so hard for me to pick. But for hating both of these teams equally and one just a little bit more, it's really tough for me to choose. So I'm going to go with the one that I would think the Raiders have a better chance to beat late in the season, and I'm going to go with the Chargers. Because if the Chargers win, Chiefs go down, then it would be Game 4, Raiders-Chargers, to see who takes that one. And then if we beat the Chargers, I think that really catapults the Raiders into some division-winning contention. So I'm going with that. That's where my analysis comes from.
Okay. And Chris, are you going Chargers as well?
Sorry, DJ, but I'm not going Chargers for the sheer fact that, look, the Chiefs got ran through the mill with the Ravens. The Ravens made the Chiefs look like a freaking high school team versus a professional team. Let's say, you literally had Lamar Jackson juking out the entire Chiefs defense. But that's not what Justin Herbert does. Justin Herbert is not a runner. He's not going to pull some sneaky move on the Chargers or on the Chiefs defense. So I don't think that the Chargers have the tools like the Ravens do to outmaneuver the Chiefs. I'm sorry to say.
Okay, and Ben.
Yeah, dude, I'm not picking against the Chiefs at all, ever. Not while Patrick Mahomes is there. And if Patrick Mahomes can tell his brother to stay home and not go to the game, they got this one in the bag.
You know what Jackson Mahomes did after the game with the Ravens?
He poured the water on some fool.
Yeah.
It's assault.
Class act. But give me the Chiefs.
Chargers lost too because the entire D'Amelio family was there too. So
that's true.
Watch
That's
out
true.
for the D'Amelio family curse.
Either this time DJ is going to be super smart, or he just didn't make a good pick this week.
That's
I
true.
think he doesn't want to say cheese.
He's picking strategically for the Raiders.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll see.
I hate both.
Yes.
So it's tough for me, but yeah, you know what? I will say I've been to a lot of, because I grew up in San Clemente, like a lot of my friends had Chargers, tickets back in the day. So I would say I've been to a lot of Chargers games. I can't believe I'm even saying this on a live recording here, but so I hate them, but at the same time there is like a little. I could for this game I could go with them. Okay, let's just say that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop my.
He's a Chargers fan.
I would like to just point out
if he was not a Raiders fan, I'm pretty sure he'd be a Chargers fan.
I would like to just point
pleasure.
out that the Chiefs could easily be 0-2 right now if the Browns would have held on to that lead. Also, just want to give a quick shout out to Avs Fan 29. You guys may not know him, but he shows up to almost all of the live streams. He showed up to the last one as well. So just thank you so much for coming to AvsFan29. What you guys don't know is he's also secretly competing against us in the Discord server. So he's making his picks, and he is in true number second. I think he's 22-10 or 21-9 or 11, something like that. So he's doing really well.
Not bad, not bad. Keeping an eye on you.
Sucks.
Yeah. All right. Well, then let's go ahead and Browns do not know what the fourth quarter is. They're professional chuggers. Well, we're not talking about that right now. We are going to be talking about the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and both of these teams are 1-1, and I get the pleasure of talking about this game. And what is there really to say? Both of these teams won in week 1, and we were like, oh, okay, that's interesting. The Bengals beat the Vikings, and then the Steelers, they beat who'd they beat in week number 1?
They beat the Bills.
The Bills, yeah, right? A good win. But then in week number 2, the Steelers fell to the mighty fist of the Raiders. And then the Bengals, they lost to the Arizona Cardinals.
Bears.
Oh, the Bears. Oh,
The
man,
Bears.
yeah.
The Bears.
So Andy Dalton goes out, and Justin Fields takes his place and leads them to victory and everything. And Joe Burrow just, I don't know, man. Like, they got it enough done in week 1 to beat the Vikings. Narrowly, though. It went to overtime. They had a lead. They lost the lead. And then the Steelers, Big Ben hurt his shoulder, so there's question marks about him. The defense was suspect against the Raiders as well with the Steelers, but the Steelers also went for a very dumb punt the football away instead of going for it on 4th and 1 with a QB sneak or something. I don't know. This game does not excite me, and whenever it comes down to it, I just have to go for the team that I think is overall better, and that's the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm just going with Pittsburgh on this one. Tanner, do you agree?
Yeah, Nick, you kind of named this game spot on, to be honest with you. Like, the Steelers are their favorite 61.3%, but, like, I'm just kind of unsure because the Steelers are all over the place. I mean, they lost to the Raiders last week, and the Raiders, like DJ's saying, they're shaping up to be a really good team. They're surprising me this year, so if they are a Super Bowl contender, I'd be actually very excited for that. But, I'm not... They say 63%, but I'm not really confident in it. But if I had to choose like you, I'm probably just going to go with the Steelers on a safer bet.
Okay. Safe bets. DJ.
This is a really heated rivalry, division rivalry game. So it's always so tough to choose between like two teams, like the Chargers and Chiefs division rivalry, Bengals Steelers rivalry, because I feel like that's like when these teams play the best. However, I think that the Steelers are pissed off because they were shamed by the Raiders because they beat them in their house when they were predicted by – literally, I watched the pregame before that, and all 7 of the analysts before the game all chose the Steelers. And so they let them down, and my Raiders stepped up. So I think the Steelers are pissed off. I'm going with them just because I think they're going to show who they really are in this game.
All right. And Chris?
Oh, man. I kind of want to choose the Bengals just on the off chance that TJ Watt doesn't show up for week 3 because he's predicted. I looked it up. He could play. That's not a sheer fact that he will play, but I'm making a safe bet. I was gonna go Bengals to maybe make the upset, but if TJ Watt is gonna come back for week 3, I don't think the Bengals have a chance.
Well, Avs fan is saying 24-20 Pittsburgh. He's actually giving a score.
Ooh.
Honestly, I think that it sounds like an accurate kind of score, especially with this kind of game.
Yeah,
Sure.
It does.
Ben.
Look, guys, you can see what team won each week. You could see the stats, but if you're not tape dogging, you're not realizing that the Bengals suck hard. They didn't beat the Vikings week 1, okay? The Vikings beat themselves. And if you watch that game, you'll see the Bengals god-awful. They were god-awful against the Bears. Joe Burrow, 3 picks in 3 passes. Straight. Okay? The Bengals suck. And they're going up against a Steelers defense. And TJ Watt, Steelers can play 10 guys on defense. They don't even need 11, jabroni. And they will still win. Give me the Steelers, bro. Bengals are ridiculous.
Before we move on, I want you guys to talk about something really quick. So keep talking about this matchup, Ben. What have you seen on tape?
The Bengals are what do you want me to say? They suck. The Bengals suck. The Steelers. Okay, yeah, they're not that great on offense, but defense is where they make their cheddar. So you got.
They were talking about the Steelers, not the Packers.
What? Did I say Packers?
No, you said cheddar. I thought we were in Pittsburgh, not in Wisconsin.
Jesus
Christ.
Okay.
Well,
I think the Steelers are gonna do it, man. Like, dude, the Bengals are god awful. Like, if the Jaguars weren't a part of the league, I would pick the Bengals to have another first round.
If you guys are watching the stream right now, Ben kind of reminds me of Joe Burrow.
Why?
I just see a semblance. Like looking at them, maybe it's just because they're two dudes, two white dudes, but like they look a little alike.
They all look the same to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
All white guys look the same to you, huh?
Yeah.
Who am I? Am I Chris or Tanner?
No, Ben. You look like Joe Burrow, and I have a picture of him on screen right now.
If Joe Burrow had more facial hair, yeah, kind of.
Well, not right now. Just in the photo that I'm using with Ben. Yeah, not right now. Okay, let me go ahead and remove that and shrink Ben's picture to a more appropriate size, and then we'll go ahead and keep on going. How's everybody's day going? I almost died today.
What?
Yeah, I was driving to...
Yeah, that's cool. I just ate it like an egg sandwich before we recorded, so it's I'm having an alright day.
I almost got into a car accident because some guy decided to jump in a lane in front of me. He was going a lot slower, didn't use his turn signal, and there wasn't a lot of room between me and the next guy, and I had to slam on my brakes, so that was fun.
All the viewers, use your freaking blinkers, please.
Yes, please.
Dude, did you give him the friendly wave with one finger when you drove by?
Not using their blinker when they're driving, it's like, screw you. And also, you know when you're on the...
He's gone.
The guy
Let's just jump into the next one and wait for him to come back.
I'm going to finish up what DJ was saying. Listen, if the speed limit is 65 on the highway and you are in the furthest left lane, you need to be going a minimum of 90 to 95 miles an hour, because if not, I'm coming up on you hard. And remember, keep right except the pass. That is what I tell people. You must keep right except the pass. If you're doing what is called left lane hogging, which is now a new law in North Carolina, you can get a big fine for it. So if you see me coming down at 120, you better get out the way, because I'm not slowing down. I will go in the emergency lane to go around you. Anyways, continue next game.
Avs fan, I am perfectly fine. Luckily, we avoided any sort of accident. But yeah, that was my morning. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning, so what a wake up. All right, moving on. It is the Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns. Both of these teams are 1-1. So, Chris, you're breaking down this game.
Okay, we got the Browns, who are looking pretty spicy this year. Yeah, they had a week 1 loss against the Chiefs, but I mean, who doesn't lose against the? Never mind. The Ravens don't lose against the Chiefs. That's who. But anyway, we got them versus the Bears. The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears are a very sad team right now, even though they won last week. But like you said earlier, Andy Dalton's out. They've got Justin Fields out there And he's a rookie who hasn't had much time to kind of develop yet. He's only been... I don't even think he's thrown a pass yet. I don't know if that's accurate. But give me the Browns to absolutely just curb stomp the Bears.
Ooh. Okay, going for the Seth Rollins finishing move. Ben?
Yes.
Yeah, Browns. The Bears are booty.
Bears are booty. And, yeah, I don't care if it is Justin Fields' first game, like his first official start. The Browns should win this game. And I'm just saying should because anything can happen. Tanner?
Yeah, like Chris was saying, this game, I think it's the highest. No, the Chiefs game was the highest, I believe. Actually, no, we got a higher one. Or I'm not sure. Maybe I'm high. No, I'm just kidding. No, this is one of the highest percentages of it. The Browns are favored 71.7% to win against the Bears. And I hate it when people say the Bears because they sound so dumb. So
sorry.
Oh, you gotta hate on the Bears like that?
That was a bad one. That was a bad one. But anyways, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, DJ.
Wait, so
DJ.
you're going Browns, Tanner?
I am going Browns. Not
Okay.
the Bears. I'm going the Browns.
No Browns.
The Browns this week.
The Browns. Okay, well, we just got a text from DJ. He's not going Browns. He's going with the Chicago Bears. He thinks that something special about Justin Fields is going to happen. Avs fan is saying he wants Cleveland, and I say let's give it to him. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks.
As fan, just so you know, my nickname is Gummy Bear. So
Yeah, Gummy Bear Chris.
yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but whoopsies.
It's okay.
Is
No,
he
nobody
breaking
will find
down
me.
the next game?
Yeah.
Oh boy! All right. Well, we're just gonna have to. What is it? The Ravens at Lions game.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's easy, man. There's no.
That's an easy one.
I was gonna talk about that game.
You guys want to just skip to Cardinals and Jags, and we'll come back whenever DJ's back, hopefully.
Yeah, might as well. I mean,
All
if he's
right.
breaking it down.
Yeah, let's let him actually break it down. So let's just jump straight to the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I think this is Ben breaking it down.
Yep.
All right,
It is.
Ben, please. I'm looking forward to this.
I wouldn't. The Jaguars are booty, bro. Look, the Cardinals. They played the Vikings. Okay, here he comes.
Hey,
That's
yes.
okay.
Oh, I just ringed him, so maybe. He
Oh,
can
never
figure
mind.
out another
All right,
line.
never mind.
All right, so the Cardinals played the Vikings, and Kyler Murray is on something this season, bro. He's running around. He's been more accurate with the passing. He is lightning fast, dude. The Vikings were able to contain him pretty well, but that's not an easy thing to do. The Cardinals they got Nuke Hopkins. They got God dang, Kirk, and forget their new rookie who's been super good, super fast. I think it starts with a P. Man, I like the Cardinals all around, and the Jaguars are looking really bad. Urban Meyer looks lost. Trevor Lawrence looks lost. Everything looks it's not connecting. And you know what? I have this theory that if Trevor Lawrence actually went to the Jets, he would probably be having more success. Because the Jets as a unit, as a team, are actually doing well. It's just Zach Wilson, he's not there quite yet to command a team. I think if Trevor Lawrence actually ended up on the Jets, he might be having some success. Because right now, Josh Rosen had a better rookie year or a start than Trevor Lawrence is having on the Jags. This is just embarrassing, and I love it because all offseason it's Trevor Lawrence this, Trevor Lawrence that, and hey, I'm gonna be real. I love to root for the downfall of overhyped players. This is just it's making me so happy that he's struggling. Oh yeah, all this to say Cardinals are gonna win, and Trevor Lawrence.
Okay. All right.
Fantastic.
So Cardinals. Yeah, since the Jaguars won the first game last season, which only Chris predicted, by the way, they're 0-17. So I'm going with the Arizona Cardinals. I feel like this team might go 0-17 this season. Tanner, and welcome back, DJ. We can't hear you, man. Tanner.
Oh, sorry. I was waiting for DJ. I thought DJ was going to say something. But what I was going to say, yeah, that we can hear you, DJ. What I was going to say is I feel like Trevor Lawrence will win some more games if he cut his hair. Maybe it's getting in his face, and that's why they can't win this season. So
yeah, it's stupid hair.
Maybe he's got to consider something like that. But well, look at it. Cardinals are dry rub, as Chris likes to say. The dry rub is favored 65.6% over the Jaguars. I'm not very confident in the Jaguars. Even on the off chance, I don't think I would still pick them this week, so give me the Cardinals.
All right, and DJ, welcome back. Can I have your prediction?
Thank you. I'm going Cardinals.
Okay, and Chris?
You know what I say about them Cardinals? Is that dry rub coming into I forget where the Jaguars are from.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, there we go. They're bringing the dry rub to Jacksonville.
We're gonna get our rub on, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, everybody gotta get rubbed down and everything. All right. And Avs fan is picking the Cardinals 37-14, and Halo Gamer, our wonderful mod, is picking the Tigers. So,
I could agree with that.
So the Detroit Tigers will win the game. I love it. Cardinals offense is insane. Jaguars defense is horrible. That explains it. Yeah, the Jaguars. I don't like Urban Meyer. I didn't like the pick whenever they announced it, and I don't like it now. We're only 2 games in, and he's just the wrong choice. Okay, so we're actually going to go back to the game that we skipped over because DJ's here. DJ, we're going to be talking about the Baltimore Ravens at the Detroit Lions, and I wanted you to break this one down for us.
All right, everybody. So we got the Ravens. They beat the Chiefs. They're feeling good. Lamar Jackson's running around, running circles around defenses again, scoring touchdowns, doing flippies in the end zone. And then you got the Lions. The Lions, they look good for the first 2 halves and their first 2 games and then just wet the bed. I don't see anything changing in the near future for the Lions. However, I do see some promising features to their team, but mostly on offense and not really on defense at all. So I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. You got a garbage team against a team that's back on track after beating the Chiefs with the playmaker like Lamar Jackson. I'm going the Ravens all day.
Okay, and it looks like Asfan is right there with you saying 30-17 Baltimore. Chris, are you with him?
Yes, because the Lions' defense sucks. I'm sorry to say. Sorry to any Lions fans out there, but the Lions' defense sucks. The Ravens' offense is going to tear them limb for limb. And if that doesn't say much, then, you just watch Lamar Jackson just tear through them like Swiss cheese, even though they're not playing in Wisconsin.
Okay, and Ben?
Yeah, give me the Ravens, dude. Picking the Lions would be a bad choice.
I mean, shooting yourself in the foot.
Mm-hmm. That'd be one-shot foot right there.
Chris, even Lions fans know that their defense sucks. So, yeah, that's true. They do. I'm going Ravens, but I do want to just say that with Jared Goff at quarterback for the Lions feel different. Like, yeah, they don't have everything in place right now, but I feel like they actually have a good core. Like, I don't think they'll move on from Jared Goff right away. I think that they're going to build around Jared Goff, and they might be competitive next season. This season, no, just get a good draft pick.
I feel like they're going to get the first round draft pick this year, and they're going to draft a quarterback.
Oh, that would be so rough for Jared. Okay, Tanner.
So, I'm going to go with the Ravens. 71.4% favored. Not much else to say about that. I mean, Ravens last week, that performance against the Chiefs, that was a good performance. That game's kind of arguable, like the Chiefs and Chargers, but why did I say Chiefs and Chargers? That's this week. Last week was Chiefs and Cowboys, but regardless, I'm going with
Chargers and Cowboys.
Chargers and Cowboys. What am I getting mixed up, bro? It's C and this and that, whatever. I know what I'm talking about, bro. Trust me, I'm qualified to be on here. I know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I had them all pass a written exam to be on the show, so.
But not a reading or speaking, just written.
Just a written exam.
Oh.
All right. Well, perfect. Avs fan says, I picked the Lions to score 17 because at least they have Goff that can do something. They're allowing 4+ touchdowns on defense for sure. A negative 400 team is going to win. That's just the way it is. Yeah. A minus 400 team, excuse me. Okay, well, that's going to be that game. That was very short and sweet, and we are just going to move on to the next game. It is... it's the 1-1 Saints taking on the 1-1 New England Patriots in Foxborough, and Mr. Patriots fan himself, break down this game for us.
What's going on, everybody? I know I'm wearing an Edelman jersey. He's not with us no more. Hopefully he'll come back. Maybe we'll see him in Tampa Bay. You never know. Brady just got to give him the call like he did to Gronk. But anyways, let's talk about it. And at the end of this, I'm going to invite Nick to speak on it because this is also his team as well. So that's why we're going to do that. But basically, so we got the Patriots right now are favored 58.7% to win. We got our boy Mac Jones, our new quarterback, our new hopefully champion. We'll see. But if Tom Brady comes back, Mac Jones has got to step off to the side. He's got to know his place. But Mac Jones right now with an astounding 467 yards. That may be biased because people are throwing 600 plus, but an astounding 467 yards. He got 1 touchdown right now for the season. He's 51 for 69, so he's only off 19 throws for the entire season. And the Patriots smashed against the Jets last week. I'm sure Bill Belichick had a great time with that, and we finally got a win to the season. So I'm hoping for playoffs this year. If we don't have playoffs this year, I may not be on the podcast for the rest of the season if we don't make playoffs for the second year in a row. I may go missing. But we got Jameis Winston here for the Saints. He's at 25 to 42, so he's not getting a whole lot of balls off. Okay, he's 259 yards. He's got 5 touchdowns. He's got 2 interceptions, and the Saints came off a loss last week, 26 against 7 to the Panthers. My pick, I have to go with New England. New England's favorite right now at 58.7%, but that's not a bunch. But Nick, since this is your team, I do want to invite you to give anything about you feel about it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, my team absolutely sucked last week. So embarrassing, and just that halftime photo that one company posted about the Saints game. Just no respect. Jameis Winston thought he was decent in the first game, and then last week just kind of pooped the bed and everything. I don't know. But here's the thing, is they bounce back when disaster happens, right? You look at that week 1 against the Green Bay Packers. They fought for New Orleans because of Hurricane Ida destroying New Orleans. A lot of people still don't have power down there. You have teams pledging millions of dollars to help the city of New Orleans. They fight for that passion. You know what just happened 2 days ago or yesterday? The Superdome caught on fire. Apparently a power washer just kind of exploded and the roof caught on fire. So I want to pick the Patriots, Tanner. I do. And this might be the last chance that I'm giving the Saints, but just because their home turf caught on fire, I'm going to say they're going to use that as fuel because the city of New Orleans is really heating right now, or is really hurting, excuse me. God, that was a bad one to mess up. So I'm going with the New Orleans Saints. And let's see, we have Avs fans saying 23-20 Saints in overtime. Halo Gamer saying Saints. And this is why you two are my boys. DJ.
You know what? The Patriots defense looked really good last weekend. However, like Abs fans said, the Saints are going to make some adjustments into this game. You know, they beat a really top tier team in week 1, so they know that they can win the big games. So it's all about just making those adjustments, coming back fully ready, and got to execute. However, also, Halo makes a great point that New England has the refs helping them. And I'm a Raiders fan that experienced the tuck rule game back in 2002, to where I know exactly what he means by that. But even so, you can only get so close with so many ref calls, and it's going to take more than one call and one play. And I think the Saints are just going to make more. So I'm going Saints.
Whoa, DJ, my man. This is why I'm going to take you out.
There you go.
Chris.
Look, the Saints made me look like a fool last week.
They made us all look like fools. Why are you special?
Because I was the only one that chose them week 1, and I laughed at all you guys. And then they laughed at me. So this week, I'm going to laugh at anybody who chooses the Patriots. Sorry, Tanner. But I'm going to go with the Saints as well. This is their last chance. If they don't win this one, they don't get no more special treatment from me. Sorry, Nick.
No, I'm right there with you. This is the last chance. In fact, I don't like that there's now 3 of us over here. Ben?
I don't know what's up with all this last chance talk, guys. Have we already forgotten what they did to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers? Oh, God. That was crisp. And look, I'm taking absolutely nothing from the Patriots slapping the Jets. Okay, that's absolutely, that means absolutely nothing to me. Am I frozen?
You're frozen.
Yeah, everyone else is frozen.
Yeah.
It looks funny, bro. It looks creepy.
Hey guys, let me get it on the big screen.
Hello?
You look like such a child.
You look like you're pissed off because you had to talk about this match.
Am I back now?
No.
I can't even see his eyes. It just looks like he's possessed. No, you'll have to leave and come back. But before you do that,
really?
give us your pick. Yeah.
All right. Saints.
No. Oh, I don't
he's
like
back.
this.
He's back just in time.
Oh, he's back?
Yeah, he's back.
Okay, yeah,
What?
he's back.
What's the problem? I picked Saints.
God, I don't like this. I don't like that there's six people who are choosing the Saints over the New England Patriots who are favored. I don't like this, Tanner.
The Patriots
I don't like
beat
this.
the Jets.
Yeah.
Suddenly we're supposed to think the Patriots are good?
Okay, well,
when do we go to the point of no takebacks?
as long as we are still talking about the subject, we can change it. But once we move on,
I want to make a comment on the subject, but I
What?
want to close the subject and then make a comment on the subject.
no, go for it. Say it.
Who was it here that said Bill Belichick likes to pick on rookie QBs and make them look like fools? And what'd they do to the Jets last week?
Was that me?
Made the Jets look like a fool.
And
Did I say that?
I think it was DJ. It was either DJ or Ben.
Wait. What did I say? I forgot because I was
Someone in
writing.
here said that Bill Belichick likes to make rookie QBs look like fools and like to pick on them. Who
Probably me,
said that
dude.
last week?
But they're not
Yeah.
playing the Jets again this week. They're playing Jameis Winston, who's been in the league. He just
But I'm
did that to
saying-
the Packers.
But I'm just saying.
the Jets are
Kind of.
fools, anyways.
He could be a rookie.
Winston?
No.
No, I'm
No.
saying he could be in his position. He could be.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
I
I'm
did.
trying to play this mind game with you guys, keep you guys up in this information game.
No, it ain't working, dude.
Alright, it ain't working.
All right. Well,
And I thought Tanner was actually going to switch.
No, mind games.
I am interested to see what's the real Saints, because we got two very different looks in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, two extremes, like 5 touchdowns on less than 150 yards, and then just nothing.
A single touchdown.
Alvin Kamara only has 88 rushing yards. That's like 44 a game. That's terrible.
I think if we get the average of the two performances, then they would still beat the Patriots, in my opinion. If we can get that middle ground.
Yeah.
We'll see. Obviously, big weekend and stuff, but we're just going to move on. It is now going to be the Washington football team, who are 1-1, taking on the Buffalo Bills, who are 1-1. So who do I have breaking down this game?
You.
Oh, really?
Mr. Host.
Mr. Host.
The
Call
hostess
me
with
Mr.
the mostest.
Host. Okay, well, nice. Both of these teams got their groove back last week. You have the Buffalo Bills absolutely shutting out the Miami Dolphins. And for one of us, that hurt. That really stung. We won't have to name anybody about that, right, Chris?
It was a joke.
Sorry. So the Buffalo Bills, they demolished the Dolphins. Josh Allen didn't really have to do much. It was mostly the defense that carried. And I actually had the Buffalo Bills defense on my bench last week. And then the Washington football team, they got that close game-winning kick against the New York Giants and really just didn't, they won, but they had to rely on the Giants getting a penalty on the original kick that just cost them the game. And I guess if you go frame by frame, that penalty shouldn't have been called, but that's way too close for the human eye to detect. Is Ryan Fitzgerald good enough to beat Josh Allen? No, Ryan Fitzgerald is gone, right? For the it's Tyler.
He's
Taylor
the
Heineke.
Who the hell is Fitzgerald?
He's the receiver for the Cardinals.
My bad, Larry Fitzgerald. Fitzpatrick, he's out. It's Tyler Heineke or Taylor Heineke. I don't know. Too much college stuff is going on. But yeah, give me the Buffalo Bills to just win this one outright. And Asfan agreed. He says 41-14. Buffalo. Is Washington football team a new team? Because I haven't heard about them before. So the Washington football team, they were originally the Washington Redskins. However, they chose to get rid of that name in light of the Black Lives Matter movement, and they are moving away from it because it is considered a racial slur. Okay, Tanner, go ahead.
No, we can't hear you, bro.
I keep muting it just so I don't hot mic or nothing, because you guys say some really good points, and I don't wanna take away from your spotlight, or I don't want the heavy to take away from it either. But you know what is gonna take away? The Bills beating the Washington football team. Bills favors 71.3%. I'm going with them.
All right, DJ.
You know what? Here's my upset of the week because I love Heineke. That guy is a beast. He's like a journey. He's the newest journeyman of the NFL. He came from the XFL. He balled out against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the height of their best defensive playing in the playoffs late last year. Fitzmagic went down. And I think that just, lights a fire for Heineke to try to do something, something big for their team early on in the season while Fitzmagic is out. Also, man, that Washington defense, they are beastly. Montez Sweat and Chase Young. I mean, Josh Allen is Josh Allen. Bills are a great team, but I don't know. I think that's the upset of the week. It's not going to be a very high-scoring game, similarly to the Steelers game, the Bills and Steelers game in week 1 as my prediction, but I think Washington squeezes this one out.
Ooh, I love it.
In Bills Mafia territory.
Ooh, I really like it. Chris?
So, as much as I love Fitzmagic, that's what he gets for leaving the Dolphins. And this is what the Washington football team is going to get, is a big L from the Bills, because the Bills are the Bills.
Okay.
Hey,
And
Chris,
then
you and I are no frequency, man.
Yeah, sorry, DJ. I might have an upset later down the line.
Ben.
There we go.
Yeah, give me the Bills, man. I am not picking Washington football team, who nearly let the Giants win last week.
Yeah, I don't feel the same type of magic that they had last season. But did they really have any magic last season whenever they only won 7 games?
No, because they didn't have Fitzmagic.
That's true. Oh, yeah, they did have any magic. Very clever, Chris. Very clever. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for those picks. We're just going to mosey on over to a very one-sided game. It is going to be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. The Jets are 0-2, and the Broncos are 2-0. Whoever's breaking this one down, please go for it.
Oh, I would gladly. The Jets. How do your balls feel after the last 2 weeks? Yeah, it's probably not so good. The Broncos are going to donkey kick you right in the nuts again. The Broncos are looking beautiful this year. After having kind of a shaky year last year, going through different quarterbacks with COVID, man, they found their man, Teddy Bridgewater, and he is looking excellent. And just like last week, they're going to come in. Well, actually, they're at home, so they're going to invite the Jets in. They're going to be like, "Hey, we got some refreshments for you," and then they're going to just take all the refreshments out from under them and slap in the face and say, "Yeah, go home."
Okay, so you're picking the New York Jets?
No, I'm picking I'm picking the Jets. No, I'm picking the Broncos.
New rule: even if it's a joke, it's final.
No, I'm picking the Broncos. All
right, we're going Broncos. Ben, I thought you left.
Oh no, the cat's in here. So
I see.
Reach down to pet her.
I thought we banned the cat.
Nope. Cat's fair game.
Cat
Show me the rule. Broncos in the first 2 weeks have played the Giants and the Jaguars. And now they get the Jets. I think next week they get the Texans. So, yeah, the Broncos have this baby schedule, bro. Are they really as good as they seem? I don't know. But I'm picking them this week. Jets be the Jets, yo.
I'm leaning towards the Broncos aren't for real. They're just playing bad opponents, and you know what? Wins are wins. You got to win the games that you're supposed to win. Tanner.
Look, this is the highest percentage of the week. I just looked at it. The Broncos are favored to win 77.1% against the Jets. And I mean, I hate the Jets. I also hate the Broncos. For whatever reason, ever since Tim Tebow joined the Broncos and left, I just have not liked them. I'm still not a fan of the Broncos. They do look strong this season, like you guys are saying. They are getting a little free pass for probably 3-0 before they start playing some rougher teams. But like I said, 3-0, you got to make it. If they got to go 3-0, they got to go 3-0. So, going Broncos.
Okay. And Halo, we're not taking jabs at your team. I understand that this is your favorite team. He is picking the Broncos, and Avs fan is also picking the Broncos. He says it's going to be a low-scoring game. DJ, do you agree?
You know what? I'm so angry that I have to pick the Broncos this week because they keep playing all these easy win teams. After the Texans game, and they go 4-0, that they were gifted through this BS schedule, easy schedule that they're given, I am never picking them again because they're losing every game. They are not for real. They can beat a garbage team, but I'm picking them this week, but I am not impressed. And another thing, I watched Zach Wilson lost me my fantasy game last week because he couldn't get the ball to Corey Davis, which was absolutely hogwash. So going in with that, Zach Wilson is a suck-ass quarterback, so that's another reason why.
Are you sure you don't want to rethink your pick and make sure the Jets are 3-0 in your fantasy alternate universe?
Yes, I am 100% now. I watched that game. I thought that Zach Wilson was bringing something to the table, but man, I honestly felt bad for him against the Patriots. He threw 5 interceptions. 5 interceptions. That is crazy.
Yeah, that's
no
rough.
one's done that. No one's done that on the Jets since Mark Sanchez.
Chris, are you looking at the chat, by the way?
Yeah, I'm about to type something right now.
Yeah, so Avs fan, Chris is a Dodgers fan, but Avs fan, he's a Rockies fan, and his second favorite team is actually the San Francisco Giants. So he's rooting hard for the Giants. Yeah. So, sorry, but maybe this will make you feel better. It's going to be the Miami Dolphins, who are 1-1, taking on the 2-0 Las Vegas Raiders. Viva Las Vegas! And Mr. DJ, why don't you go ahead and talk about this game for us?
Everybody, this is a tough matchup that I have to talk about because Chris, my boy, is a diehard Dolphins fan. So I'm going to do something similar to what Tanner did and split the breakdown with Chris. And then after Chris is done, I'll give my prediction on it. But I know everyone already knows. However, with the Raiders, everyone's been doubting us. Every sports media outlet out there covering the Raiders and football, just no respect at all. And what did the Raiders do? They showed up, both against the Ravens and against the Steelers, and had some big-time upsets with a powerful defense and an even more powerful offense with Derek Carr slinging the rock for a league-leading 871 yards. You put that all together and you keep the momentum going with a tight-knit brotherhood, I don't think anyone's going to knock them down. But this is a rematch from last season. Last season where the Dolphins came into our house and they took the win against us. And with Fitzmagic getting a face mask, basically his head ripped off, and throwing a freaking Hail Mary, and them and giving them the ability to seal the game and beat us on our home turf. So with that, I think the Raiders have a little bit of a bad taste in their mouth. So, I mean, you guys know where I'm going, but that's my passion of the week for the Raiders. I'm going to hand it off to Chris to break it off for the Dolphins.
So, this is my drink of choice this night. Drink responsibly, kids. Or don't drink responsibly, kids. Don't drink at all until you're 21.
Avsfan and Halo are both... oh, no, wait. Avsfan is actually, I believe, legal age. So only Halo is
How come
minor.
you didn't get the tall boy, Chris? Why you got the small one? Why did you get
because
24?
the store only had the 12-pack. So, as you all know, the way Twisted Tea...
Stack it by the end of the double stack it, get a tower going by the end. There you go.
Yeah, double stacked. So, for those who don't know how Twisted Tea got famous, there was a video of some dude smacking a can of Twisted Tea on another dude's face for saying the N-word multiple times to him. And that's exactly what the Bills did to the Dolphins last week. They absolutely smacked them.
Because the Dolphins said the N-word?
Oh, God, man, no.
Yeah, somebody was able to translate a dolphin saying E-E-E and translate it into the... It's just like kind of, imagery, like just that was the actual like smack that did the Dolphins in. And because of that, they disappointed me, they disappointed the entire fan base. I'm going to go with the Raiders this week just because unless somehow Tua comes back but with his rib injury, but they said he's out for week 3, I am going to be going with the Raiders. They're on their home turf. They're looking good. They beat the Ravens by a small margin, but then they came back and beat the Steelers by a larger margin, and it's just going to look pretty bad. They're going to get their face smacked by another Twisted Tea.
DJ, just to verify, you are going with the Raiders, right?
course. Come on, man.
All right.
And my
surprising.
What was my Raiders alternate universe record last year?
You picked them to go perfect. Yeah, I get it.
You know what? And I'm feeling even better this season for another perfect season alternate universe.
Oh,
right now we're on the way.
Okay. All right. And in real life, Ben, who are you going with?
All right. So the Dolphins are apparently racist. Their head coach wants alleged sex offender as their quarterback. I heard from a reliable source that when Tua went down, Brian Flores on the sideline literally said, "Thank God." So I gotta go with the Raiders, bro.
Did you actually hear this?
The Dolphins are a mess.
Jeez. Yeah, no, I went down to Miami and I got to check out a Miami Marlins game. They actually played the New York Yankees and they had the lead. It was 1-0. They had a perfecto going on until the fourth inning. And then the Yankees did Yankees things and beat them 3-1. So give me the Raiders to Yankees the Marlins. Tanner.
To put myself as far as possible from what was said about 3 minutes ago, I'm just going to say the Raiders. That's it, and leave it at that.
Yeah. Let's. I'm sure the organization is not at all how Ben described. Let's just move on out of here.
They're self-proclaimed, bro.
Stop.
Self-proclaimed. Avoid the lawsuit. I'm just going to say the Raiders.
We're all going Raiders on this one. Asfen is going Raiders. Halo says Raiders. Also in Halo's household, his family has 3 different teams and nobody likes the same. Cowboys, Jets, and Broncos fans. So
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, that's rough. Except for the Broncos, they did win back in 2015, Super Bowl 50 against the Panthers. Okay, moving on to the next game. It's the 1-1 Seattle Seahawks heading over to Minnesota to take on the 0-2 Vikings. And Ben, go ahead and talk about this one for us.
The Vikings are an absolute mess, dude. Everything has been going wrong. Last week they did play really well, though. They almost beat the Cardinals, except our kicker, Greg Joseph, the Dream Slayer, missed the final field goal wide right. After already missing an extra point, the Vikings lost by 1. It was 33-34 Cardinals. Okay? If we didn't miss that extra point, we're at least going to overtime. If we had made that final field goal, we're winning the game. You know, in against the Bengals, the Vikings lost. Terrible game, but we almost came back. Dalvin Cook fumbles. We're 2 plays away from being 2-0. Okay, instead we're 0-2. We're going up against the Seahawks, who had a bad game last week against the Titans, but it's the Seahawks, and Russell Wilson is basically older Kyler Murray. He runs around. He's a magician with the ball. You know, we got bad corners on the Vikings who have to somehow stop DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. I don't know how this is going to happen. You know, we always lose against the Seahawks, but we always play in Seattle until Sunday. Seahawks are coming to the Vikings house for our home opener, and we're pissed. U.S. Bank Stadium, the Vikings will finally win against those dreaded dirty birds.
So Vikings.
Yeah.
You're telling me that Russell Wilson is going to stumble his way into the Vikings territory. The Titans shook them up. And you know what, Ben? You know what?
What's up?
I'm picking this as my upset of the week. I think the Minnesota Vikings, they are going to get their first win against the Seattle Seahawks. I'm not thrilled about the Seahawks defense. And Minnesota has shown me that they've been in every game this season. It's just come down to that final play. But I'm going to say that this week they need a win to stay competitive in this division. So give me the Vikings with the upset. And Pats fan is also going that way. He's saying Minnesota upset. They've been close, and they just deserve a win. Seattle completely leaves a big lead. Vikings 29-27, and Halo is saying the Seahawks, but he's also saying Kraken Hawks. Tanner.
I'm kind of happy you picked me to answer right now, and I'm kind of not happy because I wanted to see what Chris and DJ were going to say, but I don't want to correct you guys or call either of you out, but I don't know if you can call this game an upset. Do you guys want to know who is favored higher?
Sure. Well, now I'm guessing the Vikings based on everything that's preceded
Seattle.
this. Oh, okay. Well, then that was such a tease.
But it's probably like 50.8%, huh?
50.1.
One. Oh, damn.
This is an upset, bro.
Percentage. So I don't know if you. I guess
it's an upset.
By the numbers, it is an upset by 0.1. It's Seattle is 50.1. The Vikings are favored 49.5, and the reason why there's a break is because it said there's a 0.4 chance of a tie. This could be anybody's game. I don't really know who to pick because it's literally 50.1 or 49.9 essentially.
Do what I did last week and flip a phone or flip a coin or something.
Flip a phone?
Like flip a coin.
Flip a piece of glass.
Yeah, flip a piece of glass on some.
It doesn't count unless it goes up 15 feet.
Flip a knife real quick. I have these.
Oh yeah, that's even better.
Oh, that's even better.
Oh god.
All right. Heads is Seattle. Tails is the Vikings. All right, here we go.
Where do we get the butt end?
It's heads.
So Seattle?
Seattle.
Okay.
Being different.
Or being smart. DJ.
Yeah, ignore that.
I've been watching the Vikings in both weeks, and they came really close. Dalvin Cook is just such a beast. And I think after watching that game, I know exactly where the Vikings' strength is. And if Seattle can shut it down, I don't think that they have much more, outside of Adam Thielen, because he's been balling. And I really like Adam Thielen a lot. Not so much sold on Kirk Cousins. So I'm going Seahawks. Sorry, Ben. I'm going. Did you go Raiders, Ben, or did you go Dolphins?
I've been Raiders all 3 weeks, you piece of crap.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. I thank you for having my back with the Raiders. I'm sorry. I'm trying to win this jersey, and you're in the lead, so I get a free pass on this one, okay? I'm going Seahawks.
Didn't I give everybody a free pass last week?
No.
Last week was the free pass against the Cardinals.
Straight sweep. Actually, it's a sweep again. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what Chris is going to do. So we'll determine whether or not this is a free pass depending on Chris's pick.
All right. And Chris, your pick.
This was my upset. Well, actually, one of two upsets. So I'm going with the Vikings. I've never liked the Seahawks ever since one of my my close high school friends decided to go, oh, I'm a Saints and Jets fan. Oh, the Seahawks won the Super Bowl? Oh, I'm a Seahawks fan. I've been a Seahawks fan my entire life.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Give me the Vikings. This is going to be their bounce back week. I definitely think they could probably get it done after a sad loss to the Cardinals. And even though the Seahawks might be pissed that they barely lost to the Titans, I think this is their week. Their week to lose to the Vikings.
I'll tell you what, they're going to lose if they throw it on the 1 yard line.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. History. All right, let's go ahead and talk about arguably the biggest game of the week. In fact, I'm willing to say it is the biggest game of the week. I used it in this thumbnail. It is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers making their way down to the LA Stadium to take on the Rams, and both of these teams are undefeated And I believe I have Tanner breaking down this game, right?
You do. We got the GOAT, Lego, Tom
Matthew
Brady
Stafford. Oh.
The anti-GOAT. But we have Lego coming down. We got Tom Brady, TV12. He's coming down to LA. He's gonna get some of that West Coast sun. I might go to this game. I don't know. I don't have the money to drop on this game, but if I could, I would. You never know. I might just jump the fence. But anyways, let me break it down for you guys. So like Nick said, this is the biggest game of the week. This is also the thumbnail. Possible clickbait. I don't know. We'll see. But it is
hardcore
the game
clickbait.
of the week. Hardcore clickbait. So look, let me break it down. So both teams are 2-0. We have the Buccaneers. They beat the Falcons last week, 48-25. However, something about that game that did not settle right with me is that the Falcons were able to score 25 points on the Buccaneers, and that makes me a little bit concerned about the future outlook in terms of the defense. The Rams beat out the Colts 27-24 last week. The Rams are looking very, very strong this season, 2-0. We got Matthew Stafford right here, so his stats right now are 39-56. He's got 599 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And then we got Mr. TB12 at 56 for 86. So I think Matt Stafford actually has a better completion rate than Tom Brady in terms of like passes being caught. But Tom Brady's got more yards, so he's at 655 yards. He's at 9 touchdowns. Tom Brady's already have 9 touchdowns, and we're in week 3. I hope we are. We're in week 3. He's already got 9 touchdowns. So coming in this game, but he's also got 2 interceptions. So the thing is that the Rams are favored 55.4% to win against Tampa Bay. But this is my upset of the week. I'm calling Tampa Bay is gonna go and beat the Rams at home. So give me Buccaneers.
Okay, and DJ, your pick.
To piggyback off of what you were saying, Tanner, about being concerned about letting the Falcons score as many points as they did in that game. It's like when you're playing a trash team, it's almost like you play down at their level sometimes, and I think that's where those points were scored on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's like you're going so ham, it's almost like you feel bad for the other team. Like, all right, we'll give them a couple scores because we're still going to beat them by, 2 scores. And you know what? For all the years that, I was looking to find a reason to hate Tom Brady because he was so good, another thing that I probably shouldn't be saying on a live recorded show is that Tom Brady is the man, and I'm going to leave it with that. And also the defense is just kicking butt. And also, I got to give it to the Rams. They've been playing really well, but I think that Buccaneers are still going to pull it off, with the game of the week this week. I know it's highly anticipated that it's going to be, this really awesome game, which I think it is, but I don't think the Rams are going to pull it off at home. I think the Buccaneers are going to snip them just by something small margin, but I'm going Bucs.
Okay, and Chris?
Well, I only thought this was going to be an upset because you had the Buccaneers in bold and the Rams not.
They were favorite. I don't know if there's... Yeah, they were whenever I made it.
Well, if it's the way Tanner says and the Rams are the favorite, then it's not an upset. But if it's how you have it where the Buccaneers are the favorite, then it is an upset because I'm going the Rams. I like the way the Rams have been playing.
Tampa Bay is a 1.5 favorite right now. So they're projected to win by a half point or 1.5 points.
ESPN says that the Rams are favored.
I use like Vegas betting lines whenever I bold everything.
Let me run it back real quick.
I use Yahoo, and Yahoo says that Tampa Bay is -1. However, I heard this from a friend. Whenever the spread to the favorite team, if it's lower than 3.5, that means that the opposite team is actually favored in betting terms. So with Tampa Bay being -1, that means that the Rams in Vegas betting terms are actually favored by 2.5 points.
Interesting.
Oh, interesting. So then it's not an upset. I'm going Rams.
Okay,
Nice.
Ben?
Yeah, give me Rams, dude. I want to see Aaron Donald tackle Tom Brady for a loss, and then all of a sudden Tom Brady can't play. He's absolutely just he gets Tom Brady, bro. Once you get pressure on him, he's like, what am I gonna do?
I thought you were gonna go with your signature TB. Is it Tom Brady tuberculosis?
Oh no, too bad for Tom Brady this week.
I
dude.
I am going to go the Rams. This is the hardest game for me to pick, but whenever I think about it, they are so evenly matched that I almost want to go with a tie, but in a good way, right?
Yeah.
I just think that whenever it comes down to it, the Rams fans know that this is going to be a huge game, so they're going to bring the noise at SoFi, and then Tom Brady, he loses games like this in the regular season because you know why? It only matters in the postseason. If this was the postseason, Buccaneers all the way. Tom Brady's going to make those plays. Right now in the regular season, let's not forget that last season the Rams went into the Buccaneers' house and slaughtered them with Jared Goff. So give me the LA Rams to win this game and defend their turf. Either way, it's going to be a good measuring stick for both teams.
Yeah, I like how you brought up the regular season and postseason point to the Buccaneers because I think you're totally right about that. I'm not changing my team, but I just wanted to highlight how you made that point because it is a pretty good point.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's such a huge game. Like I hope I get to watch this one in between studying. This is probably my game of the week, but we'll see what happens. Next up, it's the Green Bay Packers heading over to the Bay to take on the 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers. Green Bay is 1-1. San Francisco is 2-0. I get to break down this game, and let's just be real here. Green Bay Packers, they bounce back after getting manhandled by the New Orleans Saints in Week 1, but they did not look good. For half the game, until they took that lead, they did not look good at all. That defense, I don't trust the defense. It really wasn't that good. Whenever they weren't blitzing, it looked like Jared Goff had all the time in the world to make his throws and everything. Jared Goff also shot himself in the foot with a lot of fumbles. Aaron Rodgers, once they got that lead, they started feeling themselves. Aaron Jones had 4 touchdowns by himself. So whenever they are leading and they're feeling themselves, dangerous. The 49ers, on the other way, they lost a close battle with the Eagles. And then in Week 1, I forgot who they played, but they took care of business against that team. The defense is still good with the 49ers. But Jimmy Garoppolo, they are the worst team in terms of air yards. So the actual distance that the ball travels in the air, the 49ers do a lot of screen passes and dunk down to the running backs, and that's how they're getting their yards. And so if you look at Jimmy Garoppolo's stats, he threw for 30 times, completed 22, but only had 180 yards on the day. They like their screens. But with that being said, this is a must-win game for the 49ers, and I hate to say that. It's only Week 3, but you have the Rams, Seahawks, and Cardinals all in this same division that the 49ers have to keep up. And with the Green Bay Packers, I'm not completely convinced that Aaron Rodgers is happy. I think that they're still going to struggle. And if the Saints can upset the Packers like this, and the San Francisco's have a better defense, I don't see any reason why the 49ers can't win. So give me San Fran. Tanner?
I'm not the most confident in this week. Like you said, it's like if the Packers are on their game, they're on their game. But if they're not, they're not. And there's a lot of drama going on there. Everything with that. Maybe we'll see a new reality TV show starring Aaron Rodgers. Who knows? But the thing is that right now, 49ers are favored to win 61.5 over the Packers. And I'm not too confident in that number. Just personally, I'm just not the most confident in that number. If I had to go with my gut feeling, I feel like I would go with the Packers.
So you're going Packers?
Well, the thing is that I'm not so sure on it.
It's a tough game.
It's a really tough game.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't know enough about the Green Bay Packers or the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, Avs fans got them at 33-27.
Yeah.
You know what, bro? I'm going with the Packers. I'm going with that weird feeling inside of me that says something about the Packers. So, give me the Packers.
That's
Maybe
my
they'll
weird
get it
feeling
together
about
this
the
week.
Niners. DJ.
With it being such a tough game, I'm going to go with my hatred towards the Packers, mainly because I went against Ben, so I really want to, fluff up the hate for the Packers just because they're cheating bitches. And so, and I like San Francisco's defense. I think if they rattle Aaron Rodgers, that he's going to get all deflated just like he did in the first game. And then San Francisco will be able to prevail. So I'm going with that.
Okay.
And also F the.
Okay, perfect. Chris?
So, week 1, I laughed at Aaron Rodgers and the Packers and said that they were going to lose to the Saints. And they did. Week 2, I said I was going to laugh at the Packers and say that the Lions were going to win. They did not. But Aaron Rodgers saw the Lions as an 0-1 team and said, these are part of our division. Do we really want them to have a win? And they said no. So Aaron Rodgers kind of stepped up a little bit and kind of curb stomped the Lions. But the 49ers aren't the Lions. The 49ers are actually a decent team. So I think Aaron Rodgers like, this is a good team. Let's just forget about it and walk out in the fourth quarter like he did against the Saints. And give me the 49ers. Give me the 49ers.
Okay.
Like it.
And then Ben.
Man, them Packers, bro. Those dirty, greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers. Lambeau Field isn't even in Green Bay. It's in Ashwaubenon. But Lambeau Field, Wisconsin was like, hey, yo, exactly where Lambeau Field is, we're going to make that Green Bay. So you have Green Bay over here, and then you have Lambeau Field in Green Bay right here. But then Ashwaubenon's right here. I don't know what any of that is supposed to be about, but give me the 49ers, bro. In 2019, the Packers went to San Francisco twice and got murked by the 49ers both times. One of those, conference championship. Bye-bye, Aaron Rodgers. You suck, bro. You're so old and cut your hair, dude. Why does it look like it's made out of bacon grease, dude?
Bacon grease.
Okay.
Packers, cheese that are being made in the cheese factories, man.
So only Tanner is going with the Green Bay Packers. So that could be good for him.
Green Bay Packers.
That could be good for him. All right.
The losers.
And then that only leaves one final game, the Monday night game. It is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles heading over to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And the Philadelphia Eagles are 1-1, and the Cowboys are 1-1. Chris, I believe you're breaking this one down.
Man, why do they got to give us these crappy Monday night games? Man, the freaking NFC East just god-awful. God-awful. I don't know why this is even a game this week. This is... I don't know. Anyway, the Eagles had a big week 1 going 32-6 against the Atlanta Falcons, and then came right back to reality against the San Francisco 49ers. The Cowboys lost week 1 and then came back around week 2. Complete opposite of the Eagles. And I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like their fans. Sorry to my boy Isaiah and Sean. Love you guys, but I'm gonna make this an upset, and I'm gonna say Eagles. Even though I hate the Eagles, I hate the I hate the Cowboys even more.
Oh, okay. Ben.
Like, what are we supposed to do? Give Green Bay a gold star for beating the Lions, bro? That's not a comeback game, dude. You didn't even look good doing it. They're trash, man. Give me Cowboys.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about Rodgers?
I have so much to say, man.
I'm moving on, but that was a mistake. Yeah, so last week I picked the Cowboys over the Chargers, and you know what? I'm going to do it again. I'm going to pick the Cowboys over the Philadelphia Eagles. I could probably put up 50 points against the Falcons by myself. Tanner.
Look, listen, let me tell you something about
the
this.
Eagles.
I've had a
No, the Falcons. They played week 1 and they put up like 35 points or something. I could do 51 by myself.
Okay. Cowboys are playing the Eagles, though. Wait, what?
Cowboys should be able to beat the Eagles. The Eagles for week 1 isn't that impressive because I could do it. And then they lost last week.
Okay, now I'm following.
Okay.
The Cowboys are playing the Eagles.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
And then Asfan says 31-27 Cowgirls. Tanner?
Listen, I hate the Cowboys, bro. I really do. But here's the deal. You could tell me for this game that the Eagles have a 99% chance to win. It doesn't matter. The Cowboys have got the refs in their pockets. Cowboys the Super Bowl this year? Maybe, because that Chargers game was sketchy. And I think we're going to see some sketch go on and on and on until there's going to be some outside pressure from some of the commissioners about what's going on. But Cowboys are going to win until and a little inside investigation goes on, because there's something suspicious going down in Dallas, and something suspicious is going to go down at Dallas on Monday night.
Okay, and that leaves our final picker, DJ.
Don't let me down, DJ.
Cowboys or Eagles?
No, I agree with you, Tanner, about that Bush League call in the Chargers game with some weird offset. That was such an interesting thing. And again, you guys know how much I hate the AFC West, rivalry teams. To where, no, I don't like the Chargers. I told you, don't make me go back. We're gonna have to delete this.
That's
whole
not how I recall it. How many Chargers games have you been to?
We went to a Chargers preseason game. That's actually the photo that I'm using is when he and I posed together.
DJ, you're going to have to take everyone here, and you're going to have to kidnap Halo and Aspen.
You get it. Your family can hear you right now. Is that why you're saying?
A lot of the Chargers games that I did attend back in those times were against the Raiders, okay? A couple other miscellaneous teams. Anyways, I will proceed. I'm not Raiders, you guys all know. Anyways, the Cowboys kind of have a similar thing going on with the Packers, and that's kind of why I'm taking them in this game. I like the electricity of the offense with Dak, Zeke, Tony Pollard, CeeDee Lamb, and Amari Cooper. The Philadelphia Eagles defense has been playing pretty dang good, but in this type of rivalry game, I'm going with the home team, Dallas.
Okay. I think we lost the host. Oh no,
I'm here. I didn't go anywhere.
Okay, no, just for us, it's 2 blocks dancing.
Oh, well, for me and the viewers, we're all good. But that's going to do it on our picks this week, you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out again this week. Ben, Tanner, Chris, and DJ. You know that I love you boys so much for helping me put on this show and just, having me have a dream. And of course, I just want to say thank you to the 7 people currently watching. Halo Gamer, our beautiful mod, you are always fantastic. Thank you for being here, buddy. Really does mean a lot to me. And then AsFan29, you're hilarious. Thank you so much for coming and everything. You guys are great. Thank you guys for just being here and supporting us. And hopefully we will be back next week with week number 4. This is going to be insane. I know I usually ask you guys like last words or anything, but just really quick, give me your best game this week, starting with Chris. Best game.
Don't think about game. The Rams and the
Buccaneers. Okay,
yeah.
Ben.
Seahawks and Vikings. Maybe I'm being a homer about it. You know what? No, give me Cardinals and Jaguars because I feel like that's going to be a stomping, and that's just going to be fun to like watch the Jaguars get stomped.
I'll go with the sneaky pick. I'll say Bengals and Steelers. Tanner?
Ooh. No, not a chance.
Falcons Giants, baby. Game of the week.
DJ?
Chargers Chiefs. I'm interested to see which team prevails in that matchup.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for liking. Let us know who you guys are picking in the comment down below. If you guys enjoyed this live stream, please go ahead and subscribe. We will be doing this more often. And, of course, hockey is right around this corner, and so I will be making videos on that coming very, very soon. Cannot wait. All right. But with that in mind, these NFL picks are the final score.